Greetings and welcome once again. My name is John Gabriel. So I'm re-recording a video because I got a little carried away in a previous one. But I'm addressing the morons who wrote to me and told me that this F here doesn't have to be smooth. It only needs to be continuous. No, actually it needs to be smooth. All right. And yes, I do know better than you. I don't care if you're God or you're Jesus. You don't know better than me. Okay, what does it mean to be smooth over an interval? And we only talk about something being smooth over an interval. Okay, so we have, let's say, A and B, and we can only talk about an interval because somewhere over here it might not even be defined, or it might have corners. Okay, so we only talk about this section here. So F, or rather F prime, which shows more understanding, must be smooth over this interval in order for this theorem to apply. This is the mean value theorem, okay? And there is no way you can take a function that goes like that and like that and like that and then like that and then has a break, let's say over here, like that, say, and say that all we care is that it's continuous. So in other words, you're saying you can't do this because this isn't one rule, okay? The mean value theorem requires that a function have one rule, which means your deluded, insane, retarded bullshit that piecewise function, a completely moronic concept, doesn't apply here to the fundamental theorem, okay? It's just something to keep your insecure math professor or teacher, from losing their tenure. Okay, so they piled this absolute shit on you, and which, by the way, has, for example, the absolute value theorem has no use whatsoever. Okay, and it was something that was initially mentioned by that French idiot Cauchy. Now, so if we look at these graphs, let's just look at these graphs again. So why can we say that the integral over this function here is actually 1, from -1 to 1, the integral of f, which is this green function. Let's get a pen here. Come on, pen. I don't know why this happens. Okay, because I'm half blind. Okay, so if you take the integral of this green function from here to here, it will be 1. Because it's one rule. Do you understand that, Dan Christensen? It's one rule. Dan Christensen is an idiot from sci.math. Okay. Whereas if you try to take the integral of the absolute value, you actually have two rules. You have y is equal to x and y is equal to minus x. This being minus x and this x. Okay. So no, the fundamental theorem does not apply to any function that is more than one rule. It doesn't even make sense for a function to have more than one rule. Okay, piecewise function is a complete, absolute, deluded, moronic notion. Let me not say that again. So, and there are many ways you can get this this function here. You can say, well, we can write it as x over absolute value of x, or the signum of x, which basically just changes the sign of it. And all it does is it divides it by the absolute value of itself, which means it can either be 1 or -1. That's all it does. It's not even really a function in the true sense, because it doesn't really do anything with the numbers. And one could say, oh yeah, it divides. Well, I mean, whatever. I'm not going to argue about that point, but in any case, if the function f is not smooth, you cannot apply the fundamental theorem of calculus. And that's not the fundamental theorem of calculus, by the way. The fundamental theorem of calculus is this. Okay? So please, before you get on my channel and start writing your bullshit, I am not interested in your irrelevant opinions. I'm much smarter than all of you. If you're watching my video, what do you think I'm going to do? Am I going to listen to your bullshit? Am I going to read your bullshit? Please don't write your bullshit comments on my channel. As a favor to me, I don't see properly and I don't have time to read your drivel. Okay, so you fill up my page with your bullshit comments. I'm going to block you, by the way, from the first one. And then after that, I'm just going to hit the spam flag or whatever. And I don't even read your comments. So don't post anything pretending you know more than I do. You don't. You're a moron. You're a retard. You're an idiot. I don't care if you're God or Jesus. You do not know better than me. Okay? Do I make myself clear? Please, fuck off, go to another channel. Do the right thing and just don't ever come back here again. I'm not interested in what you think. Okay? Especially if you're a math professor or a teacher, I hold the lot of you right at the bottom of the barrel. You're the most stupid out of the lot. Your students are smarter than you, in fact. So don't comment on my channel. Just move along. All right? Please. That's all I have to say. I'm John Gabriel, and this is a new Calculus channel. Till next time, goodbye.